It's all good. Zach Sang is the Howard Stern of pop.
I love it. That's the greatest thing anyone's ever said. He's like, wow, I love that color.
He's edgy, man.
I love how.
And in this moment, I can't accomplish or amount to anything else in my life ever.
Yeah.
You've set the bar too high. Yo, beautiful human. We are backstage here at KAABOO Del Mar.
KAABOO.
The cheat codes just performed.
Yeah,
We did, sir.
what's up?
Kevy, are you checking your watch? Do you
No,
forget that you
I just got a
performed?
message. Yeah.
He's checking his
I-
calories.
yeah.
on
Oh, it's
stage.
time to make money.
It's grind o'clock. How many calories did you burn up there on stage?
I'll tell you, actually, today it's been bad for me. It's been 575.
500
I
calories.
went to the gym the other day, this morning.
How many calories have you eaten though?
Oh, I haven't
5,000.
eaten today yet. I've been eating
been
a lot of
fasting.
food, pizzas, burgers, everything.
Not today though.
Not today, no. Diet.
Well, today's a diet, but yesterday was pizza.
Yeah, literally.
here's
Yesterday,
the thing.
2 whole
Life's
foods
about
pizzas.
balance, you
If
know.
you alternate when you eat, like one day off, one day on, then you can eat whatever you want.
Is that
just,
how it works?
Just not on the days that you're off.
Yeah,
So today he's off.
I'm off.
So one day on, one day off, one day
So
on. one day off.
tomorrow it's all burgers and pizza.
Exactly.
That's called I don't know, something fasting. I'll come up with a good name for
Yeah, you
it.
make it up. You let us know
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
I just go with the flow.
We'll just
Hey, if it works for you, man, that's all.
I mean, I
want.
hope it does, but I still got a little bit of a belly, but I'm embracing it. I've been learning to embrace it.
I think it's called Dad Bod. It's
Yeah,
2019.
dude, exactly.
True.
Dad
Girls
bods are
are-
in now.
They're
People
all
are-
about it.
Are you
If Leo can pull it off, then why can't we?
Yeah, dude. Why can't I pull it off?
I can come up with 1,000 reasons why
Why?
you can't do
Yeah.
something.
It's like,
that
oh,
we're
I
not
don't have an
happy
Academy
about.
Award, but hey, I got dad
Fair
bod.
enough. Leo is Leo. He's a god.
I'm trying to understand your hair. I love it.
It's called the Rainbow.
Rain Bro.
Yeah, dude, not rainbow.
I thought it was like Jigglypuff's like Bad Day or something.
I
Jigglypuff.
mean, maybe.
You know Pokemon?
Yeah, I love Pokemon.
Okay, you know Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
Are you the Pokemon Pro of
I
the
mean, I
group?
used to love Pokemon.
He's a
growing up.
There's a new game
he's a
coming out in
Pokemon.
November.
I
master.
noticed that they put it on Netflix too. You see that? All the shows.
Have you been watching it?
It's like a couple episodes.
The cartoons?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, the
went
old
to his
ones.
house and he had it on his Netflix, but I didn't know if it was a fluke or if he
No,
was
yeah, I watched
watching
it. But it brought me back to my childhood for a minute.
That's beautiful. Question: how do you all like balance your relationship? Do you is there? Obviously, you go days where you're just with each other nonstop all day, right? But like, is there? Do you know that like once you get to a certain point, you just need a few days off?
Yeah, it's very similar to like ex-wives.
Yeah, ex-wives.
Explain this to me.
Yeah, so I mean, like your ex-wife, you love them.
You still love
You
them.
need a little break here and there.
Okay.
He's like, okay.
But yeah,
You see him.
Yeah,
You
but
see
if
him a
you
couple
love them,
times
why
a
are they
week.
your ex?
I mean, because
You know, you get the
there's
kids
so
on the
much love to
weekend.
be grounded.
What do you say?
You get the kids on the weekend. It's
You get
kinda
the-
like that.
How do you know when it's time to take a break from each other?
Whoever's fighting for sole custody,
Yeah, exactly.
So custody of what? Your dignity? Your sanity?
I guess.
Something like that.
You have a new record out with Sophie Reyes.
We do.
Yeah, it's sick, right?
It's
She's
And
bilingual.
Willie Williams.
Yeah, bilingual.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's
Thanks.
our first bilingual record. We've written some bilingual
It
record,
is.
but it's the first one we ever put out. So
Really?
that's cool.
the first
Yeah.
one to surf the web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's on the interweb.
Question.
Never coming off.
creative process different creating a bilingual record compared to one that's just solely in English?
Well, we don't write the other lyrics. We write
The
English
Spanish
lyrics
part.
only.
I mean,
I can't speak Spanish, but can you speak?
Habla español. Más o
He's got a
menos.
little bit.
Ugh, más o menos.
Más o menos. Pantalones.
I mean, un poquito.
So
So
clearly
we
you're
let them-
you're the world traveler of the
Yeah,
group.
so he
Dude,
writes
I've been
those parts.
traveling.
Yeah. No, but it's one of those things where we just focus on our parts. We focus on the production and the English sections and let them do their thing with, the language that they are so, beautifully versed at.
But so when you're tackling a record like Highway, are you coming in as a producer? Are you writing just your verse? I mean, how does it work when you're working with so many different personalities?
It's like coming in as Steve Jobs with Apple. It's like the whole visionary.
The visionary.
You know?
We haven't met Willie Williams
That was good.
yet, so hopefully we meet him soon.
We talk to him on Instagram all the time.
Yeah, he's
Great
a
guy.
big Instagram guy. He's all over the.
He's fast.
If you
You message
notice
him, he's gonna hit
if
you
you go
back
to like
within
any
10,
popular
20
music page, it'll say liked by Willie Williams if you
Oh.
follow him.
wow.
Swear
So
to God.
he's out there.
He's
on the
active.
grind.
He's
He's
active on
active.
Instagram.
He's staying
so you could
active.
say this record came together through the internet. But Sophia does live in LA, but Willie lives in Africa, so it's kind
So
of.
he recorded his
Yeah.
section in a different country.
So was it really just you and Sophie Reyes doing the majority of the work and then tapping him in? How did the record actually?
Well, it's just a
No.
matter of like knowing what part
Actually-
is your job, and we're all focusing on things and sending it back and forth to the internet. He would send a section, his verse back to us. We put it
Yeah.
in, mess with the production, write more. It's just like, it was like honestly a long process with this song. It was one of those things where like we were working on it. There was like a video of me like singing the vocal for it for like 8 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, so long ago.
It
One
was
of the
just
longest
like-
records that it ever took you to finish?
Kind of, probably. I think so.
I think it is.
It was one of those songs that just took a long time to just finish and like come together and get all the parts together and have everyone satisfied with everything. But we're stoked about how it turned out.
Would you rather work with artists that are in your zone and you can actually physically feel somebody's energy?
I mean, nowadays it's just like,
Who can surf the web the best?
as long as they're like, you know, like in the zone while they're writing it, we can feel that when we hear it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where if they send it to us and it's just not something we love, then it's all good. We'll just tell them that we want to try again or whatever. But it's a matter as long as like we love the end result and they love the end result and everyone's happy, then cool.
You dropped an EP this year too.
Yes, sir.
Sick EP, bro.
Level 2.
What story were you telling with that EP? Obviously, a progression from before, literally in the name, right?
Right. Yeah, so we've dropped level 1 and level 2, the EPs. But those EPs are more focused towards dance music. We want to have those EPs like have heavier drops than our normal songs, and that was kind of the main focus of it, was to kind of like have more stuff that we could play live and play in the clubs and people go crazy too.
But is there an audible transition? Like, do you feel growth or hear growth between level 1 and level 2?
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
It's like Tom Brady. You know, you get Antonio Brown on your team, bam,
Getting
champion.
better.
Level
Okay,
one.
Super Bowl.
Level 1 was like we had never.
I like that. That was a good
atta-
comparison.
That's good.
So we've done like, this is probably our 3rd or 4th interview with you before.
Yeah.
So I remember our first interview. We kind of, what's the songwriting process like?
We
You
went
asked
through
us,
everything.
you do like the softball questions for us. So I remember our answer is like, oh, you write with like guitar or piano, write the vocals first. So we do level 1 or level 2. The process is opposite on purpose to almost see what we can come up with. So the level 1, I remember it was kind of a struggle for us because we had never written that way before.
Yeah, you do.
It was like,
everything you
all
used
right.
to do out the window.
Right, it's like we're making a beat or an instrumental first, and we're
yes.
trying to fit a vocal to that, and it was tough, honestly. So level 2 was it was a lot easier because like we had already
You
done.
knew it.
Yeah, we've already
Figured
done
out the
level 1.
process.
Luckily, we got to collab with one of our homies, Daniel Bloom, who was one of the first people we met when we did our first tour in the UK, and it ended up taking off. It's like it was a number 1 on dance radio and Sirius XM, which is amazing. Which we never had that before. Which
That's
is
sick.
so it's like
You've had some big records though.
we've
Yeah,
had
dude,
big
yeah,
records.
Look,
right?
different charts, the
Kind
different
of the
like,
mentality,
categories,
like
you know?
mentality, like what you're saying, you know. Mentality of like, all right, we're focusing on the instrumental and the beat and how this is going to work on the club, and then fixing the vocals on top, and you get.
So you were caring more about the energy that the record creates in the room.
right,
yeah, totally.
That's
I think
kind of the
I think
idea
we're
of it.
conscious that of the fact that like different songs live in different lanes and they live
Yeah.
on different stations and they live just depending on the
Yeah.
sound and like the structure and whatever. So these songs were meant for like dance radio, dance fans. You know, we love dance music in
Right, and
a lot
same
of clubs and things. So it's
same
one of
thing
those
with the
things.
Cascade record. Be the one like he sent us a very rough demo of the beat,
It's good record.
and then we wrote the top line over the beat. So that's how the majority of
Do
the
you like
process.
doing it that way?
It's
always
different.
different.
It's always different. Yeah.
Being able to work with Cascade is amazing.
Yes.
He's a legend. So being able to like he sent us the track idea and some stems. We like recorded some vocals, messed with the track a little bit, sent it back to him. He messed with the track more. Just went back and forth until we loved the song. And you know.
Which way fulfills you? Which do you feel deeper?
To be
connected
honest,
to?
it's one of those things where you would think that like I would love being in the studio with the person more, but I think that we feel more comfortable like locking ourselves in our studio, like being in our zone without interruptions or without feeling rushed or anything like that, you know, messing with what we want to focus on, sending it back and forth, then kind of just being
Is
happy
there
with
a
the end result.
process, like the idea of like writing a story and creating a story in lyrics and then producing around it is different than like taking a beat and then writing a top line to it, right?
Yeah, totally. It's a totally different process.
Way different. And sometimes we've written a top line to a different beat, and it ended up working on a different track.
And just to clarify,
So,
for people that don't know what
it's
top
weird.
lines are,
Yeah,
it's
weird.
the lyrics and vocals.
The lyrics and
melodies.
vocals, yeah.
'Cause
Just a
top line
business.
sounds confusing.
Did that surprise you when that happened?
No, it's happened like our whole career. The same thing happened with Sex and some other songs that we've had. Yeah.
Where you write a song over one beat, but it really fits for another?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
you write a song and then like you end up reproducing the track completely and it sounds completely different than what you wrote it to, but it ends up being way better because you're like catering the track to the vocal, you know?
I get that. Do you feel like the beat, if it's already done, holds back the story that you're trying to tell in lyrics in any way?
It can totally sometimes you like try to write to a beat and you feel stuck to what they gave you.
Yeah, you're kind of like in a corner.
You're like,
you
oh,
don't
I
know.
want to make this section longer, or I want to change this chord for this melody to fit better, which is a problem. It can be a problem. So it's nice being able to you know, which is why we don't always do collabs. It's one of those things where, like, if we're doing it by ourselves, we'll just change the chord right there. You know what I mean? So, but it's just a different process for different songs, and it's kind of it's fun being able to like figure out. You know, it's almost like a puzzle, trying to figure out what you need to do for each song. You know what I'm saying? Every song's a different process, and like nailing it is always like a fun little thing to do.
Will
you
you
know?
change your process for the next EP or album?
I mean, it depends, bro. Wherever the hits are. You know?
Yeah,
I feel like you're the real mastermind behind this
I
entire
think-
fucking operation.
man.
It's good. It's good answers. You know what I mean? Just
Give me
solid
the-
answers.
give me
we're actually working on an album right now. And
Bangers.
I think the process is a little bit different. We're kind of
Making our first album.
Your
Yeah.
first like full length,
First full length.
Yeah, no
It's not
EP.
catered for like the dance. It's just songs we want to
yeah,
make.
we're not catering it to anybody. We're not trying to make any collabs happen. We're just doing what we want to do, and then whatever happens.
Collabs will happen, but
Are
Yeah, I
we
mean, yeah, no,
they're gonna happen. We're just not focusing on it right
I
now.
mean,
Well, you know how it is. Like sometimes
at
when
the
you
end,
try to collab with somebody,
big
you gotta
artists will
like
be there.
compromise. You have to
yeah,
compromise.
You don't want to force it.
and you want it to just be you and music that's true to you.
Right,
and
right,
It's solely your story.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
That's why we haven't done an album, because we've done so many singles and there's been so many collaborations that it's like, this
Oh.
is a single,
yeah, dude.
but it's like a middle ground.
I get
it's
it.
not like fully.
It's
These 10 singles isn't fully what we are.
Yeah,
It's like fucking Throne.
It's the finale ground.
Yeah, it's like the Throne.
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Like you watch Game of Thrones, I assume.
no.
You know, I never
No.
watched it either, but
Okay.
these
You've
guys
never
did.
seen Game of Thrones?
He's never watched it either.
But
it's like
I've
the
watched all
Throne,
of
like
it, though.
taking the throne. Like I don't know who won it. Who won it?
Bran, believe it or
Bran.
not.
So it's like we're Bran taking the throne.
Okay.
You might not realize that. You might not guess
You
that
don't
Bran won,
expect
but
it.
Bran
You're
won.
looking on Spotify like, oh, what? Bam! Here's cheat codes in the throne. I mean, that's
I
just
got
facts.
it. I see it. I hear it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Oh, it's
Comparison same.
Just
you know?
bring him up in any question you can. It's so
I
good.
think it's very cool for you all to be in a position where you've put enough singles out there, enough collaborations where people understand and get you, but now it's time for you to release music that's your story and true to you, and a whole f***ing body of work that's
Right.
just you.
Exactly.
It's whatever
Yeah.
you want it to be.
That's so
Right.
cool.
How many records do you have done?
I mean, dude, so many. I can't even count, honestly.
You got a lot.
Like,
Really?
And a lot of
like
them have so many streams.
We got
So
a
I'm just
bunch.
like, oh. It's hard to keep count, bro.
I totally understand.
So now we're just gonna be, writing more the next month and a half, and then picking our favorites.
Bangers,
That's it.
Like,
hits.
I don't even want to like come
Make
on
a
the
million
show
songs,
when
pick
it's
your
done, and we'll
favorite
go
10.
track by track, and we'll do the whole thing.
yeah, that'd be great.
I fucking-
We got to do like a
I would
little
love to do
listening
that.
party before it comes out. We got to all hang out and
Would love it.
do the thing.
Because I want to know like when it's done. Like are you going to be pulling records from like last 2 years, 3 years, last year?
No, all this year,
No,
all
no,
new,
no.
all fresh.
I think mainly
Yeah, all
new.
fresh.
all new.
We're not using any of the old stuff we wrote. We're not using like, oh, we didn't use that song, so let's just put it on the
People do
album.
that.
I know, but
No, no.
we're not gonna
Maybe
do that.
maybe one.
That's like buying an old
Which
Toyota
one?
when you'd rather be in a
Oh,
Lexus.
there's one, but
Right.
there's one.
When
we
you
might
have the
put on.
means for a Lexus.
Maybe
Exactly.
one.
But yeah.
Yo, like, fun fact, I don't know if I should say this or not, but like, we actually, the very first sessions that Billie Eilish ever did, like writing sessions, like we
I
did
love
with
Billie.
her.
Whoa.
Phineas, Billy, I love you.
So we have some songs we wrote with Billie, like Billie Eilish,
We were
long
Billie's
time
very
ago.
first session ever.
very first writing
when she was
sessions
like
ever.
13 or 14 years old.
Well, so can you describe the first moment she walks into a studio? Like, how are you briefed on her? How do you like? How
She
do
had
you
one
prepare
song
for that
out.
She had
session?
Ocean Eyes out.
And they
Okay,
were like,
so-
"There's this new indie
Yeah.
girl, like she's really talented. You guys want to write with her?" And we're like, "Cool," because we were on the same management company as her at the time. And her and her brother Phineas came
Yeah.
over. We wrote 2 songs. We wrote one song, and then we wrote another day, a couple days later, or a couple weeks later, whatever it was. And we wrote 2 really good songs, and those super talented people.
So if we were to use an older song, maybe it'd be one of those.
That's pretty cool.
That's why I bring it up.
So, do you walk out of that session that first day with her record?
Yeah,
A demo.
Okay, and then you come back to finish that one, or do you start a new song the next time?
we like finished it when they were gone, and then we wrote a new one when they came back.
Cool.
Yes.
So they liked you enough after the first session to come back for a second session.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
apparently they did like a couple more sessions with other people after that, and then they just stopped doing sessions completely.
Yeah, they just went
They
internal.
just stopped doing it, which is cool.
I mean, yeah, then you got, so question for you is like,
Well, you know, I think that's badass. It's pretty
They
ballsy.
think, yeah, they
Well,
think we're cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I think you're cool too.
We love them.
I appreciate you.
2 records
I think
that you
you're
did
cool
with
too,
her.
guys.
How do they compare to that album that she put out?
What's up?
Sound-wise, audibly, have you listened to it when they
I think
all
it's amazing. I think Phineas is a super talented kid.
But
guy.
sonically, the 2 songs that you guys did compared to those, like same type vibe,
I think he's.
different.
I think
it would've worked on the
grown-
album.
I think he's grown
Yeah,
a lot.
it's just as
more.
cool. Maybe not. I'm not gonna take shots at them, but maybe cooler. I don't know.
Oh wow, I love it.
But I love them.
We do.
I want to hear these records.
We'll send them to you,
Yeah.
Please. Please.
and then you can just leak them for the world to hear, and then
That's fine.
You know what I mean?
Is that secretly what you want, though?
I mean, we would have.
It depends, man. You know?
Yeah.
You got a lot of followers now.
Just depends, man. That is good.
So,
I heard you got your shirt for $10.
yeah, I got it. We're in Missouri,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the Midwest.
somewhere in
Truck
the
They
Midwest.
went into a gas station and got these cool shirts, and you got one with like a wolf on it. What'd you get?
I have a bear on mine.
It's really sick. It's like it's probably the
Very
sickest
good.
shirt you guys have ever seen in your life.
It is.
My shirt's pretty cool. I went to the John Mayer concert
I'm
yesterday.
jealous.
Oh, wow.
I'm jealous.
And I got
I
the-
wanted to see him tonight.
I was there
I'm not
last
gonna lie.
night, and I
You are
got
a poser.
the real John Mayer tour. I know, check that out.
John Mayer at the Forum, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, it was so good.
So, I'm
Bizarre.
jealous.
I love a good sun and moon. You know, the world revolves around.
Weird.
Yeah,
You like John Mayer last night?
I love
Dude.
John Mayer. He killed it. Best show I've ever been to.
Best guy ever.
That's pretty incredible.
He's such
His
a
fingers,
clever
man.
guy.
Did he play behind his
His
back?
fingers move.
No,
Guitar? Oh, okay.
but he played like every song you could ever ask him.
Oh,
to play.
I saw his set
He
list. The
played
hits.
Bodies Wonderland?
Yes,
Oh.
he played it acoustically just himself.
Oh,
Waiting
Clean
on the
He
World to
gave
Change?
this big spiel about why he doesn't like to play it, and like and now he's friends with the song again, and he used to not be friends with it.
Oh,
It's
thank
really
God he's
fun. He's a
friends
very
with it.
interesting fella. You
Waiting
know?
on the World to Change?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't tease me.
I don't think he played Daughters. No.
What?
No, but then
Sorry,
Slow
I'm
Dancing?
upset now.
Slow Dancing Mary.
Oh, God,
Oh.
that one's so good.
That's great.
That one is so good.
Are you still handing out cash at your shows?
Yeah,
How much money you give away today?
I mean, it's like 1,000.
threw 1,000 in the crowd today.
Wow. How cool is that? How cool is it that you all have the means to literally throw away $1,000?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope. You know, it's fun.
It's for the fans.
It's for
you
the
know?
fans. It's
Yeah,
giving
our
back.
fans.
Our bank accounts hurt after.
It hurts.
It's for the
It hurts
fans.
every day.
But
It's a business
you add it up.
expense.
Yeah.
You add it up, it's actually pretty intense of how
It's
much
a
we're
lot.
throwing out every.
As we send the tour manager to the bank to get 1,000
They literally
singles?
they deliver it to the
They
to his
delivered it.
house.
Yo, so they delivered it to my apartment, and it was
It's
this
so
guy,
funny.
this big buff guy, and he just had some like fanny pack full of cash.
What?
Here's $8,000 all
You
They
one.
call it
have to
lunchbox.
sign for it. It's
You
great.
have to order ahead of time.
Yeah, you order it.
You
Yeah.
order a
Yeah.
lunchbox. It's
Yeah,
called
a lu-
lunchbox.
It is called a lunchbox. He's
Really?
dead serious.
Lunchbox.
Yeah.
And that's what holds the thousands of
That a
dollars in
lunchbox will
singles.
fit a $100,000 cash USD $1.
How much cash you got on you now?
Right now.
With you in your dressing
I'm
room?
in my
There's-
wallet.
There's some that
I
blew
don't-
back on stage.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
our
some
tour
items.
manager carries it. We don't want to lose it, so
He seems like a responsible guy.
yeah. Ben,
Who
Ben's
uses
got it.
cash anymore? You know.
Shout
I'm
out
all
Ben.
Digital.
You.
I'm all Apple Pay.
Yeah. Hey, can everybody put up their phones?
Yo, I'll
You s-
transfer you $1
$1
right
each.
now.
Venmo of the future. Technology. I love it.
Do we have a date for this album, or are we just gonna
No.
kind of let it do its
Yeah,
thing?
you
kinda
Let it
surfing,
simmer.
bro.
can't force creativity, you know. We're gonna
Yeah.
finish it when we want to. No one's like on our ass about like you have to have it done by this date. It's
Which
more
is-
like we're just gonna do our thing, finish it when we want to finish it.
That's a
and-
blessing.
Which will be soon, you know. It's good, yeah. No one's ever like we control the way everything works in our world. So it's fun being able to just take our time, make the music we want to make, and then turn it in when we're done. Easy enough.
Yeah, we have some more singles that'll be coming out like throughout the year, but they're like separate from the project.
I want to hear these
Yeah.
Billie Eilish records.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excited for these next singles. And patience.
it's all you, man.
Time. Everything will come.
Right.
Yeah.
Why rush it?
It's like the stock market.
It'll
Why
all
rush
work
it?
itself out in the end.
That's it. You have any
what they
investing
say.
tips for anybody?
I mean, I say go Apple, go Google, Yahoo.
What
Netflix.
about Beyond? What about Beyond Meat?
I would invest in them.
Yeah, they
I
would.
eat enough
blowing up.
Beyond Meat to
You
freaking
you like
die.
the Impossible
you
Beyond.
see the Beyond KFC?
What do you think we're gonna find out in like 10 years that the Beyond Meat is like bad, fake for you?
I'm sure
It's all real meat.
One of the companies will be bad.
Yeah.
it's gonna make in 10 years like
Someone's
either,
gonna be
either
bad.
Morningstar or I love all this stuff by the way. So I don't know. Impossible, Beyond. One of them's gonna end.
Someone's
up
gonna
being
end
bad
up in the jail.
And by the way,
In
I,
the jail.
I solely
I
live
tell you
off
this.
of all those things.
No!
It's the only source of protein I consume.
Oh,
I
is
don't
that-
eat real
I'm a
meat.
vegetarian. So same
Me too.
deal.
No.
Do you know
And
they
Matt's
changed
being vegan lately.
Morningstar? They changed the name to Incognito.
They're going
kidding.
down.
That's weird.
Incognito.
Weird. That seems weird.
That's creative.
It is creative,
Incognito.
but nobody
The name
knows
is
that
good.
name.
I know, but it
I know.
seems
The
like
business
they're up to
model
something.
not sustainable.
Doesn't it seem like that's something?
Incognito.
Did you
it
guys
sounds
see
like,
the
sounds
vaping
sexual.
the
Yeah.
vaping
Yeah.
news story
Yeah.
though?
It's bad.
Oh, don't vape, kids. Don't
Don't
vape.
vape.
It's bad.
What's in your
I
hand?
did
like
not
kids
watch
to vape.
Baby Vape.
I got a vape in my hand.
I got
But it's bad for you. I tell you, what's the point to put the stuff in your lungs? It's stupid. Look at me, I do it.
Don't do it.
It's dumb.
You want to end
dumb,
up like
don't
Heavy.
do it.
I'm like,
Learn
I
like
need
me.
nicotine
Don't end up
gum. I
like
need the
us.
patches. Give it to me, please, Jesus.
On that note, you have to go.
Do we?
Yeah, I was being wrapped.
Oh man, we want to stay here forever.
I can hang with you. Really, you know I can hang for
Always.
hours. And
Just chat it up.
My house and my studio always open to the two of you back in Los Angeles. I thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us.
Of course.
Here at
Thanks for
KAABOO.
having us,
Thank
bro.
you.
Thank
for
you,
having
man.
us.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really want to hear those Billie records. I'm excited for what's to come.
We'll send them to you.
And Highway's awesome. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
the cheat codes. A lot of love, guys. Thanks.
Zach
Rob.
saying, woo!
Thanks, bro.
Hey, beautiful human. Thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. Like, a full interview is a lot. So we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.